C-Dub here, and today I have my first impression review of the upcoming game Ghostrunner, releasing for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch sometime in 2020. This is the pre-release code, so take that into consideration for my review. Now before we get into this, make sure you drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button and bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming content, reviews, and tips. So with Ghostrunner here, we have a cyberpunk first-person parkour combat game similar to that of Mirror's Edge. This title is dripping with cyberpunk style and runs very smooth. They did a great job of environment building, and I really appreciate the style they've added here. Now as far as story, I wasn't able to dig too deep into it, but it seems secondary to the actual mechanics and gameplay here. But once again, this is a pre-release demo, so the final title could have more meat to it. Now the graphics and textures are very well done. This is the demo I'm showing here. It's playing on PC at its highest settings, and I would expect the Xbox and PlayStation 4 versions to perform comparably. Now as far as the Switch goes, I'm not sure what the end product's going to look like for that, but it'll probably have to be downgraded a bit. There's a DirectX 12 ray tracing option as well that can be used if you got a graphics card that can support that. Now before I dig into the gameplay here, I have to say this game is begging to be in VR. It seems like a no-brainer to me, and I think it would translate extremely well. Now having said that, the controls are that of a typical FPS, with the exception of the shift button being a boost and a bullet time combo. There's also a grappling hook that can be used in certain places as well. The motion is fantastic, and it felt really great running, hopping, and slicing. I actually quite enjoyed it, but I'd say I have a really large complaint with what we have here. This game is very punishing. You get hit one time and you're out, and you got to redo it all over again from the checkpoint. It doesn't go back too far to redo it, but it really breaks the flow that I think the developer is intending you to have here. There should be some type of health gauge and not an instant death here. There were times where I was dying all over again. And this led to unnecessary frustration for me, and it really broke my flow. I really wanted to keep moving and shredding, because when it does get moving, it feels great. Now my other point of criticism here would come in the actual jumping mechanic. Currently there's only a single jump, and constantly I was wanting to do a double jump to get out of trouble. I don't know, maybe further in the game this is an unlockable skill, but there's nothing in the menu system making me think there's any type of upgrade path, but I really hope there is, because a double jump here would just feel fantastic. I enjoyed the boost and bullet time mechanic they introduced here. It's used to slow time, and you can dodge the bullets that are fired at you from the enemy NPCs. It works rather well, and it helps you slip by and go right in for the kill. But regardless of this mechanism, I felt the title was way too punishing, having no health gauge. Now I get the idea they're trying to go for a challenge here, but with the insta-kill, I really wanted to feel a bit more of a badass than just dying with one hit all the time when my flow just started going. I don't know how long the gameplay length is, or if there is any variety to the gameplay other than what we see here, but I think if there's an upgrade path and more unlockable skills, this game could really have some depth to it. If it's just what we have presented here, I'd find this to be repetitive, and I'd run out of steam with it after a few hours of play. Now once again, this is a pre-release, so maybe things will change in the final build. And if they do, I think we will have a really fun experience here. And I hope they take my advice and add these items and put this title in VR, because I think it would be highly successful there. So until we see the final build, I'd say this is one to keep an eye on if you're interested in what is demoed here. Now if you're able to play this, let me know what you think in the comments. Did you agree with me or disagree? I'd love to hear it. So thanks for stopping by and watching, and once again, make sure you don't miss out on any of my other content in the future, and hit that subscribe button and bell, and I'll see you next time. This is Z-Dub, out.